What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about migrating VMware VMs, virtual machines, to Proxmox. So let's get right into it. All right, so today's video is pretty interesting. One of the things that a lot of us have, gone through or are still going through, VMware was bought out, and the person that purchased the company has changed the tiers and increased the yearly, license fees or whatever a lot. I mean, a lot. And for my 9-to-5 job, we got hit really hard. Our bill kind of quadrupled. So it is nuts. We are planning to, maybe move over to Microsoft Hyper-V. We're trying to build the case to not do that because it would be such a headache. You can also migrate your VMware virtual machines into Proxmox, and that's what we are going to talk about today. So what is Proxmox VE? It is an open source virtualization platform built on Debian using KVM for virtual machines, and you're also able to create containers. It is managed with WebGUI and CLI or REST API. Some of the key components, and the key components is cluster. I'm not going to read it. You guys just pause the video and you can read it. You're able to do networking, storage, and also high availability and backup, HA for short. Now, migration methods, there's two types from my understanding. The first one is the automatic VM import. Now, the automatic VM import is a native GUI CLI import within VMware, depending on what version you're running, 6.5 and up. Also, it supports live import, which reduces downtime, and that's a great thing to do. I feel like number one would be the best option, but option number two sounds pretty good as well because you have more control, and that is manual migration. For manual migration, you could do a restore from backup using VZDump or other tools. You're able to clone the disk using Clonezilla, which I actually never used the utility, and doing research on it, it looks really cool. Hopefully I could do a video with you guys soon. I don't know when. You're also able to import a OVF via the QM import OVF command. QM is within the Proxmox world. That is a command that you are able to use within the shell. Also, you're able to use the QM disk import command to convert your VMDK files directly into your Proxmox environment. Now, the last manual migration option is basically attach and move disks, which is minimal downtime. Disks are copied during the time that the VM is running. You don't really need to shut it down to do this option. For prep, it's a lot of prep. I feel like there's a lot more than this, but I dumbed it down. And it's basically removing the legacy hypervisor tools, noting your network config, updating your DHCP reservations, disabling TPM or full disk encryption from the source, which would be VMware, if you're taking your VMware virtual machines and migrating into Proxmox, and then powering down the source VM. Now, for best practice for Proxmox VM configuration, because there's a lot of things that you need to do within your Proxmox environment for that VMware virtual machine to work properly. One is the CPU type. The second one is the networking. Again, pause the video and read it. I'm not going to read it. It's too much for me. Disk. Also, VMware has VMware tools and Proxmox has their own tools. So make sure you install the proper tools. And from my understanding, you have to remove the VMware tools first before you do the migration. Once the migration is completed, you go in there and then you install the Proxmox tools for it to work properly. Now, for post-migration steps, update the network adapter settings and drivers. And then last but not least, for any UEFI systems, just make sure you configure the proper boot path within your Proxmox environment. Now, for the video, this is my setup. I had a Dell Precision 3680 with a good processor, a lot of memory, a lot of storage. I installed VMware Workstation Pro version 17. I created 3 virtual machines. I created my VMware hypervisor, my Proxmox hypervisor, and a true NAS virtual machine, which I created in NFS Share. So this is my VMware hypervisor. I have a virtual machine. This is a Linux virtual machine. It's running Ubuntu, really small. I already shut it down. Now for storage, I attached the NFS share that I created within my TrueNAS server. Now within my Proxmox environment, I attached that NFS share, which is right here. It's already done. So both environments have the same share. Now within my TrueNAS, I want to show you guys real quick. I'm going to go to shares. There goes the NFS share that we created within the last video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. So let's head over to Proxmox. And within Proxmox, depending on what version you have, I believe if you have version 8 and up, which I think version 8 is the latest one, the one that I have currently is version 8.4.0. This version actually has a built-in utility to migrate, VMware VMs over, which is great. Now, within your data center, we are going to go into storage. Within storage, we're going to click on Add. As soon as you click on Add, you're going to get a submenu, and right there, ESXi. Let's click on that. You're going to get a nice little dialog box. We're going to enter the ID, the IP address of your VMware hypervisor, the username, and the password. So let's fill all that in. Bam. Now, before we click on Add, make sure you enable to skip the certificate to be verified. Once you do that, then click on Add. And you're going to see your hypervisor, which is right there. Now on the left-hand side, let's click on our VMware hypervisor that we just added. We're going to click on the button that says import. Pretty simple, right? Just click on import. I did receive some warnings, but the warning still allows me to import that virtual machine with no problem. It looks like it is a EFI state, cannot be imported. I need to reconfigure the boot order, and also has a CD-ROM image. I still have my CD-ROM image on that virtual machine, which is okay. It's warnings. I'm able to still click on import. Before you click on import, make sure you configure everything. I think the only thing that you could change here, part of the slides that I showed you guys, would be the CPU. Make sure you change that to the host and also the network. Once you're satisfied with everything here, just click on import. You're going to get this nice little window with the status of all the stuff being transferred over. Once everything is completed, you're going to get the following, okay. And on the upper right-hand side, we're going to click on the X to close out of this. And there goes our virtual machine. It's good to go. Just get into it, click on start, and it will launch, and then that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, this is a really short, simple environment. Again, if you're migrating a lot of virtual machines within your VMware environment to Proxmox, it takes a lot of time. CPU, memory, storage, networking, especially the networking part. It's going to take a lot of prep. This right here was short and simple, and I got everything to work properly, which I was super happy. I'm happy that Proxmox actually has that feature for free. Eventually, I think they're going to put a price on it, but hey, for now, take advantage of it if you're moving from a VMware environment to Proxmox, because it's there for you to utilize it. So I say just take advantage of it. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.